Also making the long journey from the coast was Syed Hamad, who was making a return having recovered from a short illness. Having lost his regular navigator, who was now driving a Toyota Vitz, he was with Matuma Marimba. They came 20th, having lost a chunk of time changing 2 punctures. Manvi Baryan and Shamir Yusuf were off their usual pace, but it was the first time they were driving on such unforgiving roads. They were by no means slow to come 12th, having lost 30 minutes to the leaders through the day, taking comfort that theirs was the only N16 to finish.
We had a hard day today though. 2 punches, one in the first stage and the other one in the 4th stage. But other than that, it was okay. We had a good run.
Desperate to get a good result were Charles Hinga and Norris Ongalo, who benefited from all the dropouts ahead of them. During the break, they had fitted a new engine and were one of the few to get around without puncturing. Coming 11th against such a strong entry was a good result.
Today we say that we'll keep it tidy, clean, neat and tidy. It's crazy out there. Lots and lots of rocks and bad rocks in this case. So you really have to keep it quite tidy. And sure enough, we've actually avoided punctures. Yeah.
Don Smith and Bob Kahugi spent much of their day in the dust of others as they caught car after car ahead of them. This knocked them off their pace, but they took it in their stride and although they could have been placed higher, were pleased with 7th. The spectator stage adjacent to the Bogoria Service Park was attempted twice during the day, with little to be gained or lost on the 1-kilometer circuit. But for the record, Carl Tundu and Tim Jessup set the fastest time by 1 second. With only 8 seconds separating the leaders, the race for the win was fever pitch between Carl Tundu and Alistair Kavanagh, who only had just over 50 kilometers of motoring to decide who was going to take the prize. Further back, Raji Barij and Jeff Mays were still on a charge.
Max left, Max right, kink at Culvert. Next.
They had started the final long stage in 8th, focused on a top 5 placing.
Slight Max left.
When a rear wheel came off mid-stage, they still continued, driving the last 20 kilometers on 3 wheels. It was a demonstration of sheer determination and were even faster than the 2 cars ahead to remarkably claim that 5th place.
It looks like the bearing seized and the entire hub, everything came off. So we had it on the floor. Drove it on the floor for about 20-25 k's. We want points and we're gonna start winning rallies. We're going to.
By comparison, Onkarai and Raju Chaga knew the remaining distance was not long enough for them to catch the car ahead and just drove at a pace to secure 4th. Azhar Anwar and Julius Giga were in a similar predicament, 6 minutes behind the car ahead and 5 minutes ahead of the car behind. But with the top 2 in such a tight battle, they needed to stay on the pace in case fate intervened. It didn't, and they came a comfortable 3rd overall.
You know, that's about as fast as we can go. No, actually today I drove very cautiously throughout the whole day. And as you can see on the car, no puncture, no damage, hardly any damage, I mean. And we just had an easy drive around.
Alistair Kavanagh and Gavin Lawrence were at full tilt, averaging 115 kph, which meant over 200 where they could.
50, easy left.
Being first on the road was a disadvantage, and they were forced to give away precious seconds driving in dust. Despite beating their earlier time through the stage, it wasn't enough, and they lost 1 second to Tundo and had to accept second.
we were just unlucky in the last stage. We got a lot of traffic, and who's to say what would have happened, but it certainly delayed us a bit. And Flash won the last stage by 1 second, and we were held up for quite a long time. So,
with both Tundu and Kavanagh driving the same cars and with equally matched driving skills, it was destined to be a close finish. The long-time partnership between Carl Tundu and Tim Jessup was totally in sync, and they beat their earlier time through the stage by over 30 seconds to grasp the rally win. This was their second consecutive win of the season, putting them well ahead in the championship.
We were swapping first with Al the whole way around. Went into the last, that last 50k section to come up with 1 second difference shows that we were both pushing. Yeah, it's brilliant. Chuffed again, 2 out of 2. Very happy.
Carl Tundu won by 10 seconds from Alistair Kavanagh, with Azhar Anwar nearly 9 minutes back in third. Charles Hinga led the second group of 10 cars, which included the classic of Ian Freestone in 15th. 30 cars finished, with the two-wheel drives and the girls filling the last 5 places. On the championship board, Carl Tundu's 100% success rate places him firmly at the top, 50 points ahead of Alistair Kavanagh. The reigning champion Ian Duncan drops from 2nd to 5th, but it's too early to speculate yet.